Hi Leo, so nice to see you. You looking mighty fine as Jupiter goes through Libra at the moment. We're in October. And we're going to talk about you and love, Leo. Leo house is a house of love. Let's have a look at what is going on with you. Well, you're not very easy. You're not easy. You know? Like, people are easy. Like, there's people like Capricorn even, Sagittarius, like easy, duh, easy people. But you're not easy, you're not very fun sometimes to be around when you're in very close proximity with us, because we can see a little bit too much of you sometimes and we don't really understand why you do these things that you do. So basically when you're with another person, you have to understand that we're not really like vulnerable or like scared because we're with you. We're not looking for you as a protecting spirit over us. Sometimes it's just because we are a little bit lost. But we're not actually going to be for that longer time. We're not needing you to take us on a voyage for ourselves. We're not needing to be under your wing. Sometimes if you get somebody in your life, there's a likelihood that they will leave if they don't get a feeling like they're also their own. And this means that with time, you'll have to develop new strategies in terms of relationships and love, where you are committing no more like atrocities towards people, when you like thinking they'll put up with me doing all these things because they need me, they're nothing without me. Like, there'll need to be a time when you're like, okay, I don't need to give and take like this, I actually can be my own person. That's something kind of a little bit confusing for Leo, but there'll come a time in about 400 years actually, like, because the sign, is an evolution at the moment, where you'll be like, I don't need anything needing me. But at the moment you do. So let's have a look at your chart. Let's have a look at the different parts of you. Let's have a look at what happens. Well, this is not just a compatibility report. This is coconut water. It's not just I'll read it. 100% natural. H2 coconut water. Not added sugar. Naturally fat free. Yeah, I like reading labels. I don't know. Maybe you do as well. Maybe you like reading labels. Maybe you like to be content with people when you are like trying to find ways to be content with yourself. But basically, this is not just a compatibility report. It's an energy healing. And we're also looking within you as well, because you might be a Leo rising and you might be, say, Cancer moon. Or have a look at the different relationship between Cancer and Leo, for example. So, for example, you could be a Sun and Leo, but you could be Ascendant and Gemini. So we'll have a look at the relationship between you and Gemini, and that is a bit of truth for yourself as well. So I don't want to confuse you anymore. Let's just go through the different signs already. Okay, so Aries and Leo. Aries doesn't like it when Leo's in charge. You can be very, very good together, but at the same time, Leo pulls way too much, and Aries becomes a little bit needy and wanty to the point where they're manifesting or creating continuously to the point of complete burnout or like fuck out. So like, when they're there, but they're not there. Like, they're there, yeah mate, yeah, we'll do this together, but they don't actually feel their body, they don't actually feel what they're up to. So basically, Leo, from that relationship, you can gain a lot. You can gain a house, you can gain money, you can gain friends, you can gain whatever is in your chart illuminated by Aries. So have a look at your native chart with your ascendant and everything, and have a look where Aries falls for you. Like, you can actually commit to a completely different reality, completely different intuition scheme, completely different everything through your connection with Aries. If you've got an Aries in your life, it basically means it's time to get it done. So don't take them for granted too much, but at the same time know that you do get things. Sometimes you're granted things. And Aries sometimes is one of those people. Sometimes you might feel like, oh, who's there for me, who wants me, and suddenly you get an amazing Aries who lifts your whole life up. But yeah, in terms of relationship, it does last sometimes. If you want to know more about this type of relationship, have a look at the Aries prognose, the Aries compatibility prognose. There's a lot more information about it there. Leo and Taurus. Well, Taurus doesn't really care for Leo as much as Leo wants. Leo wants Taurus to be very, 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 very fearful sometimes of Leo, because it likes to be slightly feared or slightly like intimidating or confusing for people, but Taurus kind of doesn't get it. Like, it just doesn't really understand the punchline of the joke, neither does it really want the ambition of Leo. But at the same time, there is a very good chance that Taurus will build more with Leo, but neither of them are really happy. Like there's things that are not usually awesome that are, and then there's a few things that are usually meant to be awesome that are just not shining, like emotion and fertility and experience and excitement. It's just not really bringing anything, but at the same time it's really stabilizing. If you've both been through a hard time, you haven't achieved very much in your life, it's a very good relationship, really good healing time to really connect and commit to each other, because you might actually get out more than you put in. With Gemini, Leo is the best. Leo is the best, the best, the best. You get all the praise, you get amazing healing power, you get the feeling like you can have 3 trillion different crowns on your head for the 3 trillion different things that you do right in your life. You actually get a feeling like you finally made it, and you might actually get a feeling that you've got everything you need. But the Gemini energy doesn't really combine with Leo the best. It kind of like looks to Leo as though it's like a father, forefather, or like some kind of future being or future frequency. But it has no real truth in it. Like there is a really good connection with Leo and Gemini and Cancer. We're going to Cancer now. Cancer is, for some reason to me, feeling Cancer with Leo feels very strong and egoic. Sometimes I feel Cancer can get really upset when Leo is not listening. I feel Cancer, like Leo can be very obsessed over Cancerian ways of structuring things and needing things to be just so. I feel that Leo can find a very good form of grounding with Cancer if they don't stop doing. They need to sort of like get practical and get with it. Get with the system very quickly, because otherwise they get a little bit lost or confused. There's like a dazed feeling with Cancer and Leo, as Leo understands that Cancer is not kind of it. And though they can spend a long time together, there is like an inertia in Cancer to be wanted by Leo, but then Leo doesn't quite, kind of like doesn't relate or relax to the point where a true relationship can be formed. So I feel for Leo at this point, Cancer will need to be like a really good friend and a really amazing, great, graceful energy, but it doesn't really feel to me set and stability or joy. With who's next? Leo and Leo. Okay, so Leo and Leo's where it gets interesting. So the previous signs I've said it was kind of like because Leo's already seen it. Because okay, Aries is the catalyst of the first 4 signs, Leo is the catalyst of the next 4, and then Sagittarius is the catalyst of the next 4. So basically it kind of goes in an interesting circle. For Leo and Leo, things get a lot more interesting than the previous signs. Like for Leo and Leo, things are playful, things are really exciting, and things are a little bit naughty. Everything's a little bit off. Everything is like eating candy underneath the sheets. Like you shouldn't be eating candy underneath the sheets. The sheets is like 2 a.m. You shouldn't even be eating. You should be sleeping. You should be sleeping in those sheets, but you're eating candy under the sheets. You know, there's something about you together, you and another Leo, that is very exciting and exquisite. And it can bring to you many wrongdoings as well as very happy outcomes through the wrongdoings. It's like an up and down life. It's an up and down roller coaster. If you're with a Leo and you're a Leo, you're made to be with each other for a very strong reason. There could be a very nice circusy type feeling where you need to exert yourself more. You need to start exerting yourself less, but exert more of your inner dreams and inner thinking and inner excitements in private. There's something really bubbly and happy going on, and I feel with Leo and Leo, the truth be told, the truth comes out. Something very true comes out, something very old is broken down and created anew. So enjoy this time, you guys, because usually these kind of things don't stand the test of time if you're just looking to experience the experiment of the exquisite, the experience of the exquisite. But if you can like stay still for a long time together, if you can like look at each other's eyes and just feel and breathe, that's magic. If you can just look at each other's eyes and not do anything, that's amazing. So basically learn more about each other, learn more, take it to the extreme. Seriously, this is a really wonderful time to do that, as well as Jupiter is in Libra at the moment. The next is Virgo. Virgo and Leo are an amazing couple that is very stoic on the outside, but inside they got a lot of gossip and they got a lot of weird energy between people. They may very much segregate themselves into a neat little corner where they talk about other people, or they feel like slightly superior or slightly inferior maybe, but at the same time they'll find a certain sort of type of superiority. They're the cliquey group, like the cliquey ones. Even if you're just friends with a Virgo, Leo and Virgo, you might find yourself kind of standing aside from the rest of the crowd, looking over everybody, kind of like laughing, but at the same time kind of smiling in awkwardness. It's like a very double-bladed sword. You know, you might be inadequate, but then you might be superior at the same time. They can be very humbling and very exciting. So with a Virgo, you find peace, you find a lot more than you wanted, and you might actually find joy. But at the same time, you may not find what you are easy, but you're likely to outlast a lot of other signs, like a lot of other combos, a lot of other sticking together scenarios, because Virgo gives you life. It gives you something more. But like, although for Virgo this is like a little bit of an interesting thing, it likes to get things right with you, and that's a beautiful thing. Okay, with Libra and Leo, well, you guys are just in love with yourselves, to be honest. You guys are just like, oh, look at my hair, yeah, look at my skin, yeah, look at my butt. Like, there's something about you guys that's just really a little bit flamboyant. You may like to smack each other's butts, or like touch each other's manes, or like, you know, lick each other's faces. Like, there's something between Leo and Libra that's just like it's presenting to the world and to themselves and to other people their gorgeous bits. And this can lead to many funny relationships or strange experiences where you guys show each other off, like wear each other as a dress, you know, like pull each other in, and then like have this amazing sexual connection in a bathroom of a restaurant, just to feel like that kind of couple that would do it, you know, just to be like, oh, you know what would be sexy? We could have like amazing sex at the bottom of that, you know, of that hill. We could just roll down the hill, have amazing sex, and nobody will see, you know, like that kind of thing. But there needs to be stop to that, because usually there's quite frequent feelings towards each other that can sometimes be really stupid. Like, Leo can feel very strong about the Libra connection, and then Libra feels like, I've got to keep that strength going, even though I want to do a million other things. I'll be that person who's, oh, wow, you know, sending each other text messages, even though nobody feels anything. And then to a point where there's like a passion, but it's not real. But there's like a feeling of enticement and a feeling of closure there as well, because Libra, I feel, provides for Leo a very nice, simple means of conduct in which it can actually run away with other people or have completely different understanding of reality than is real. And on the bubbling surface of this relationship, things look really tasty, but inside I feel Leo can't really commit, but at the same time really needs to commit, because that makes it the picture perfect energy. So basically play the field of love together, but don't worry about what happens. It's like a spur of the moment. If you're together, it means that you are really living it up because you're trying to heal something inside. So next one is Scorpio and Leo. Well, Leo gets fucking amazed by Scorpio. Something that Scorpio does, it's like a byproduct. It's like, oh yeah, I wrote this poem, or yeah, I wear this kind of clothes. And then Leo will be like, I want you. You know, there'll be like something in Leo that just like completely becomes taken into another world. Like, there is something within Scorpio that Leo will never grasp, and Leo understands that, and for some reason that makes Leo very jealous, but also very kindly, like hopefully shamelessly, lovingly jealous. It's like, I want you to do everything that I've never been able to do. I want you to la 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 la. And then makes Scorpio a little bit aggressive, because for Scorpio everything is a byproduct. Everything is just acceptance, transcendence. Okay, moving on, what's next? Doesn't really care. And in that way it becomes a greater creator that Leo never really understood. And then for a while maybe the two can commit to each other, and like Scorpio will find it very enticing that Leo's always fun, but at the same time it has to be like emotionally subdued. It's like, okay, so you think Scorpio is amazing at something, but don't like fall around like telling everyone I love Scorpio. Like, there needs to be a restraint. It's like, yes, I met somebody amazing, I feel good. Sometimes you just have to restrain. If you've got a Scorpio in your life, you're really looking too far out there. You know, you're looking too far into the future, you're wanting too much with your life, you want to commit to too much things. And sometimes Scorpio is like, yeah, brings you right down, summers you right down. Sit down, shut up, relax. And that's something that Scorpio does very well for you. But I think in terms of long term, it could definitely have a lasting effect on you. Whatever you guys do together, definitely. I feel for Scorpio as well. But at the same time, new things must be done. New things that are beyond like making it happen. Like say if you were obsessed with poetry for a long time and then Scorpio, you know, Leo, you're a Leo, Scorpio has an amazing poetic gift, you have to let it go, because sometimes Scorpio will only dabble in something and they get like really great and then they can just like do something else, like they're just completely not interested in what they've done before. It's because they're like really preoccupied with ascension, and you just have to like let it go. And sometimes for you guys, for Leo guys, Scorpio doesn't actually want to heal you, but it sort of does in the process of deterioration of what you've been. So basically Scorpio dissolves what you've been before. It deteriorates parts of you that are ready to come out. The next sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Leo get along. They just get along, mate. They just know each other. However, Sagittarius has many different people that they get along with usually when they meet a Leo, and that means that Leo might get a little bit obsessed with the idea of them together, and then Leo might not actually find the consistency of Sagittarius. Like, where is your pride? You know, where is your ego? Where is your center? And sometimes Sagittarius, during the time with Leo, they might not actually find any consistency in life. They might just be everywhere at the same time, and that makes Leo very confused, but very proud to have Sagittarius as a friend. And I feel in their formal friendship, I feel things are very fun, but I think that when things get too emotional or romantic, Sagittarius doesn't bring enough, or like doesn't put on the table what Leo wants, and sometimes Leo doesn't like that. So basically, keep it cash, keep it free, keep it fresh. With Capricorn, Leo doesn't care. Like, it sort of like goes with it and like, oh yeah, like she's beautiful, he's really fantastic. Leo doesn't, like, it's not bad. It's just like Capricorn just takes its power away or something. It's just like, oh, okay. You know, like if usually like we're pink and bright, like yellow colors and you run around, do crazy stuff. If you get with a Capricorn of the Leo, you might be like, okay, I'll just wear something milky. I'll just wear something plain. I might get a simple cut dress. I might just, you know, bring my hair down. I might actually cut my hair off completely. I can't even believe I used to have dreadlocks, so I don't need that kind of thing anymore. There might be a few different parts of you that get completely refurbished. And that's okay, because Leo with a Capricorn means you're ready for maturity and commitment to yourself, and that's fine. With Aquarius, firstly, with Capricorn, things can last, but you don't have to do things like they do them. But if you do things like they do them, like you study from Capricorn, I feel you'll get a lot more done. With Aquarius, I feel Leo doesn't really know what's up and what's down, and suddenly they discover it. If you're with an Aquarius, you're a Leo, means you got it. You got something very, very strong. You got very, very strong incentive from the universe to go forward with something. You completely know what you are to an extent. You've uncovered a great secret within, and you are fully kind of creative. You are at the point where you can connect the dots way better than you ever have been. So to be with an Aquarius is a great honor for you. It means that you've done it. You're moving on, so well done. It's a very nice relationship. There's nothing else to say. It's just nice. With the Pisces. Okay, with Pisces, Leo, babe. With the Pisces, shit. With the Pisces, Leo doesn't kind of condescend them enough. They want to know more. Usually Leo has no problem condescending people to an extent, but with Pisces something happens and there's like, I think everything you do is just perfect. And then Pisces can be like, are you serious? Come on, just give me some bad, like, what do you not like about me? Sometimes Leo will just be like, I think everything you are is great. And that's something that's not very good for Pisces, because Pisces likes change, likes turmoil, likes a little bit of a weird stuff going on. And then when Leo comes out and says, you are the best I've ever had, you don't smell. You feel good. You're the better part of me. You're my lost half. You are the better part of me. And that's what makes Pisces kind of go, okay, great. I need to be something completely different. Usually Pisces, when it means Leo in a really close proximity, will start doing something completely else. And that means that the relationship can work if you as a Leo start looking into yourself more than a Pisces and not get lost under the waves of the ocean. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you like a reading, you're welcome to get 1 or 2 or 3. If you'd like, I can do compatibility readings for you. I've updated my site and prices. I'm Polina, the crazy psychic lady. My website is down the bottom. Get in contact with me. Thank you very much. I'll see you later.